Dance Team Postal giveaway is almost here. Come to the game, and all fans in attendance will receive the Timberwolves Dance Team Postal. Don't forget about our MyCareer giveaway day, where all the teams will receive a mascot tote bag. Come to the game, one day, and get a Crunch mascot tote bag. The National Basketball Association and the Minnesota Timberwolves are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We have more athletes who are inspired to show behavior to the fight for everybody. Using the common knowledge or objectives, extracurricular or extracurricular. Spectator today's
And out here getting loose, guys going through some drills. We're almost at game time, folks. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Chicago Bulls. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting stories. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for him.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Dosunmu is out there with White. And it's Buzelis in at the 3, the small forward. And for Minnesota, front court spots filled by McDaniels and Towns. Be out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss. Here we go.
So the Timberwolves will get the first possession. Towns the screen. B the pass to Towns. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Now the Bulls with it. Pass to Williams. Now here's White. There's the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Here's B. And not only, Greg, has MP been selected to the All-Star team this year, he was named a starter as well.
And it's a huge honor, guys, and you can tell that it means a lot to him. He wants to prove he belongs out there with these guys, and I expect him to bring his A game for sure.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Here's White. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, as a guard like White, you need to score inside. Force teams to respect you everywhere.
Here's B. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. That one on Vucevic.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor, something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
That free throw good from B. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
And, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making, but his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Well, it took a little while, but White has established himself as a big-time scorer, and he does it from all 3 levels.
Here's B. 6 points for him. Here he goes, and he dunks it down.
Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Chicago with the ball after the basket by Minnesota. Now, Buzelis. Last game we saw him score 14. And there is White, and that's good on the assist by Buzelis.
And I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And it's good for 2. And that's 10 points for B.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
White, left side. From 12 feet out, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Yeah, it seems like White's got that in-between range figured out.
Here's B. White covering. Here's B. That one doesn't drop.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Bulls moving the ball around. Back to Williams. Pass to White. Shoots the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
Right. First personal foul.
The Timberwolves shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from B. Bulls trail by 3. White looking around. Outside Williams. Fires the 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
That one is on Towns. And you were just talking about this, Coach. Patrick Williams, a guy with loads of potential.
Yeah, Kevin, he's had to deal with a lot of injuries here early in his career. Sometimes he tends to disappear in games, but when he's got it going, this guy has a chance to be a really good 3-and-D player.
It's going to be fun to see where he takes his game. Now here's Towns. Nothing on the board. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Now here's White. T right on him. Pass to Dosunmu. Hands it from downtown.
Yeah, that's a great find by White. He's such a clever and deceptive combo guard.
Gobert, the screen. Here's B. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
Yeah, and they got contributions from everyone in that game. The whole rotation got involved in the scoring.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And out of bounds, the Bulls will take it. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. We look at the Bucks. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
I think Minnesota, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinions. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
Balls checked in for Chicago. Dosunmu with the bounce pass. Pass to Vucevic from downtown. And the Bulls get it back. Here's White driving the lane, and White with the stuff.
And that is how you finish a drive. Kobe White.
Here's B. Connects again from distance.
And his flame throwing continues. He's having a season for the ages.
And he's approaching the 4th most three-point makes in a season. Ball kicks to Williams. Back to Ball. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Edwards passes to B. And there it is for him. B's got 19 points.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
Outside, White. Vucevic screen on Edwards. White, good. White's got 16 points.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be first option on every possession.
And now, joining us on the line, Shams Charania with a recent development. Shams, what's the latest?
Thank you, Kevin. Right now, the buzz is about the New York Knicks in the trade with the Milwaukee Bucks. They bring in a big man in Bobby Portis to provide some offensive firepower. His range stretches out beyond the arc, and he's not just a finesse big. Portis is more than willing to scrap it out inside and trade some paint.
Hey, Shams, we appreciate the report. Always some interesting news to find out about the NBA. Here's Ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves, and the basket is good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's McDaniels. Still scoreless. Shields, good on the three-point shot. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Now here's Vucevic. 20 points for him last game against Miami.
And how about the rebounding, too? He was just all over the glass, and the other team had no answers for how to contain him.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
There's Ball with the 3. B pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Gobert with a screen on Ball. Driving to the basket.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Ball. 14 points from him the last game against Miami.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Here's B. He has 30. Towns for 3. It's good from long range.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
1:32 left to play in the first. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. B in that last game against Sacramento played superb basketball. He had 60 points and was reliable as ever from distance. And those are big numbers he put up. It's hard to match. But he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Mars is checked in. Joe Ingles comes in for Towns. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Mike Conley subbed in for Edwards. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Buzelis comes in for Patrick Williams. Terry's checked in for Dosunmu. And it's Carter in for Kobe White. A wide open look here for Terry. And the Bulls with another miss. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. There's a good screen. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Carter. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Here's B. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Carter right side. Pass to Smith. Ball against Conley. Smith with a screen on Conley. 6 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Buzelis. They get the rebound. Out to Carter. Terry outside. Smith sets the pick for Terry. Connects from three-point range.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Minnesota on top. They finish off the first quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And back with this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Taking a look at the Bulls, Jalen Smith is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Ball, then it's Terry, and it's Carter in at the shooting guard position. Even now, Stan in his late 30s, Mike Conley still able to perform at a very high level.
Well, Kevin, his father was a gold medalist in track and field. So even as Mike Jr. has maybe lost a step, he's still able to compete athletically.
Ingles up top. Pass to Alexander Walker. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Gobert is checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Alexander Walker. Bulls trail by 8. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Carter with it. Picked up by Edwards. Terry with it. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. The offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Here's Gobert. And finally they hit one. Gobert's got the lead up to 8 now for Minnesota.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Smith kicks the ball. On the wing, Terry. Edwards defending. Oh, good on the triple. Timberwolves leading by 8. From past the arc, Edwards, pure.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And it's Carter missing. Minnesota's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Off target with his 3. Bulls trail by 11. Out to the right wing. Bulls moving the ball around. Carter with a screen on Gobert. Pass to Buzelis. Carter with it. Still without a basket. Lets it go with a 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. B, the pass to Ingles. Over Buzelis. Rebound by Smith.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside Edwards. Ingles with a screen on Carter. Here's B. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup. B's got 34.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Now here is Carter. He's guarded closely. Smith with a screen on Conley. Here's Ball. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And I love how Ball accepts the contact on his way up, not allowing it to alter his shot.
Here's B, defended by Carter. Gobert with a screen on Carter. B hits the bucket. B's got 36.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Buzelis. Ingles covering. Carter for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again. And then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. That's got to be just, excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Pass to Edwards. Here's B. Off target from three-point range.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and put...
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star break on the horizon, let's first have a look at the players vying for a spot in the three-point contest.
Now that we're close to knowing who will be participating, some of these guys may be in the gym early and leaving late, shooting threes on a timer.
If you're not prepared, it's easy to look bad in this event.
Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and steal rebounds, like you're stealing a piece of that cake over there, Kenny.
It's good, too.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, B has been exceptional here, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Bulls trail by 6. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Some big guys down front on the block. Towns and Gobert. And it's B in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. White, good.
Well, that's White shaking him off, creating room off the dribble.
Here's B. White covering. Pass to McDaniels. Out left to the wing. Edwards looking it over. Just 5 to shoot. B the pass to Towns. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Towns has got 9.
Hey, nice response from Towns, dropping a 3 of his own.
White. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
It's Edwards on the wing. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Here's White. Got a hand on it.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. He's perfect from the line this time. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. 8-point game. Williams sets a screen for White. White with another miss. Minnesota shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And Greg for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Vucevic and the Bulls with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 8. B the pass to Edwards. Shoots over Dosunmu. Edwards can't hit. Oh, Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's White. And again, no good by Chicago. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. For 3, Edwards. A three-pointer is right on target. Edwards got his second basket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
White dishes to Vucevic. Count that one. Vucevic has got 10 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's B. White covering. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Gobert with a screen on White. B the pass to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Knocked away. Here's B. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Williams kicks to White. Inside, here's Vucevic. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
B the pass to Towns. Nailed from three-point land. Towns has got 9 points now in just the second half. Outside Williams. Back to White. Will it go? Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Towns for 3. The rebound by Dosunmu.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Williams. Outside White. And here is Dosunmu. 3 on the clock from outside the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 13 with that last one.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Towns for 3. That's no good. He's 5 of 10 from the field. Bulls trail by 18. Here's B. He has 45 points. Wasted no time on that one. Towns has got 11 here in this quarter alone. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively. and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Joe Ingles is checked in for Towns. And it's Mike Conley in for McDaniels. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Ball comes in for Dosunmu. Minnesota on D. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. Bounce pass from Williams. Pick by Williams. Here's White. Good on the triple. White's got 26.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And there's the drive. B gets the bucket.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
He gets that one.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's B, covered by Smith. And the rejection by Smith. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Garza's checked in. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards. Terry's checked in for the Bulls. Here's B. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Jones checked in for B. Bulls trail by 21. So for Chicago right now, Lonzo Ball out there with Carter. Then it's Terry. Then it's Jalen Smith. And it's Phillips in at the 4 spot. Now here's McDaniels. Not a lot of room. Edwards passes to B. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Right side, Ball. Back to Carter. On the wing, Terry. Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game. And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying the international game.
That one misses.
And just so frustrating for a team when you collectively go cold at the line, and that's happened to them here in the second half.
They get a hand on it. To the inside. Shot by Terry, no good. Timberwolves leading by 21. Timberwolves passing it around. The 19-foot shot. Edwards, that's good.
Man, Edwards gets great lift off the floor with shooting that jumper.
Now, here's Ball. He's guarded closely. Pass to Terry. A floater. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. It's taken away by Smith. Carter kicks to Ball. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
How about the focus here from Ball on offense? Constantly looking for ways to score. Feels like he can get any shot he wants.
Pass to B. And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
Yeah, and we've seen that. You're right. A lot of examples. Outside, Ball. Pass to Smith. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one is on Towns.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over two open teammates.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Gobert's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Vucevic is checked in.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Towns kicks to McDaniels. For three, Edwards. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. The shot comes out. Nice defense from B. Edwards against Carter. Here's B. Pass to Edwards. Here's B. He's covered by Ball. 4 on the clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. McDaniels. Off target from outside. And it's Terry with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Again, Ball missing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Gobert, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
Yeah, Gobert showcasing that athleticism.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Ball, guarded closer. Carter down low. Edwards there. Ball with the bucket.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Timberwolves leading by 18. Edwards passes to Towns. Here's B. Towns, a screen on Ball. Back to Towns. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Towns has got 14 points here in the second half. The Bulls have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Terry against McDaniel. Terry kicks to Ball. Unloads from 13. Carter with the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And Towns gets it to go.
Wow, a former Rookie of the Year now approaching a decade in the league. Towns knows how to ball.
Here's Ball in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
It's stolen by Vucevic. McDaniels against Terry. I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star Weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
And we see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Williams is checked in for Jalen Smith. Buzelis comes in for Terry. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Carter. And it's White in for Lonzo Ball. And the shot goes in. 31 points for Kobe White.
Well, at first, White shows the burst. Then the control off the drive.
B the pass to Edwards. There's the pick. Pulls from the top of the key. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
White, left side. Pass to Vucevic. 5 to shoot. Williams can't hit. Timberwolves leading by 23. Here's B, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Right, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
It's good. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
And White with the stuff.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Towns for 3. Drops in the tray. Towns has got 27 points.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look.
Here's B. Fires it up. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. See you next time.